Mm, Okay, we're live. Welcome back to Armor Guys channel. Today I'm going to stream this and I'm going to go to all locations in the game. I hope you guys checked out my last guide. It was a quick start guide. If you guys are just starting out playing the game, I recommend you check that out. I'll get you everything you need to know to start playing. And I want to make something clear. I'm not Welsh, so I've been pronouncing this wrong, but apparently it's the proper pronunciation of the game is not actually Hiraeth, which I actually thought that it was like a play on High Earth, right? But it wasn't, because in programming language, "Hello World" is what they say. However, it's not. It's based off the Welsh word that means homesick, and it's actually Hiraeth. So that's how you pronounce the game. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off, and just wanted to say howdy, and I'll go ahead and get into this. I'm going to visit all locations, show some of you guys some of the places maybe that you don't know about yet, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two about how I play and how you can make your gameplay a little better. Now, before I get into this, I want to remind everybody again, this game is in playtesting. I have been playtesting this game for a while, and I have found numerous bugs. Some have been fixed, some are still being worked on, and I have been working very closely with the developer of the game to bring this to a level of acceptance by the community to be ready to go into early access, and the demo is fixing to release. So I want to make sure and just get this out of the way that if I encounter bugs or I encounter crashes or anything, that's possible because this is still in playtest. We're currently playing on 5.7.1, and they've added swimming's been added, so I intend to do a little bit of underwater exploration here. But there are still some bugs, and I may encounter them while we're playing. I may not have even found them yet. I have found a lot of bugs, but let me just get right into this. Let's go ahead and turn off the video capture here, and we will get into the game. I'll start this as a new game. And, let me go back and I'll show you guys this start screen. I covered this in my videos of the tutorial and stuff. I just want you guys to make sure you read this before you play this. We are in playtesting. This is not the demo. This is not the full game. This is not early access. It is literally the playtest so that we can build up to the demo. So the goal here is early access. I'm just going to call this one Eagle 2. So my next guide that I've already started work on is going to be a locations guide, and I'll probably use some of the footage from this, maybe. I'm not sure. In that guide, and as simple as Captain Tom's quick start guide is in 10 minutes, that guide took me about 4 days to really get created. So there's been a lot of time and patience gone into making sure you guys know how to play the right way. The one thing I didn't mention in the quick start guide, which I did mention in my written guide, is that you can actually hit 1 now to do a melee attack with your hands. It's a weak melee attack, but it's enough to make your enemies flee. So we'll do that. And let's see, go to. And while I'm playing this, I'm checking the temps, just kind of feeling on the back of the computer to see if it's blowing hot air. This computer's only been on for a little bit, so go ahead and open this ramp. Get sidetracked talking to what I'm doing. Obviously, you close your visor. So that's one of the creatures here. This is the slug. Currently, I don't think he has any attacks. Yeah, yesterday was kind of a hectic day. I had a close call with my mom, so my brain's a little bit scattered today. But I wanted to make this little video where I go and I visit each location to basically showcase the game, because some people, that when they're playing, they may not be going to all locations. And I want to show how quickly you can make it to all the locations if you just put your mind to it, if that's your goal. If you're just exploring and you want to play the game, that's one thing. But I've seen pretty much everything, and I know about everything, so there may be some stuff that I don't know about. I'm not gonna play that I know everything, because I didn't develop the game. I'm just a playtester, but I've played this pretty extensively now. So if you guys see some of this stuff with the roads, don't worry about it. Like I said, it's playtest. He's already explained that the roads and stuff are going to be changing. He's going to be doing those in a different manner. So here we're going to break into this downed drone, surveillance drone, and it tells you the necessary tools for breaking in. It gives you two options. You got 3 minutes for the crowbar and 6 minutes 15 seconds for the hammer. I'm going to go ahead and break into it. I didn't really need to, but I'm going to take that laser pistol battery. I'll take 2 of these scrap. Don't really need fuses on me. They're not implemented in the actual gameplay itself right now, so we'll leave those here. So yeah, if you guys are new to Hiraeth, this is my YouTube channel. I am Eagle06205, and I have been testing this game now for probably over a month, and I've had several different versions. I've played a couple different versions that were not on the Steam website, so you couldn't even get those. So I was almost, at one time, I think I was 2 versions ahead of the version on Steam, or before, I should say. So I've seen a lot of stuff, and gotten a lot of stuff drawn attention to, so the developer could work on it. Because obviously he doesn't want bugs, and the thing is there's a lot of people that are taking part in the playtest, but not all of them are reporting issues, and a lot of them are downloading it with the idea of, hey, free game, cool. So while he appreciates them playing, it's not really helping much in the way of finding bugs and things like that if nobody reports them. I'm gonna keep 1 piece of coal on me. I think during this exploration I may cook a slug. So, got the Oz container. So what I like to do, since we're here anyway, is I'll gather everything on location first. I got in here, not yet. Full large can. So if you notice, my visor's open right now. I'm not using air from the air tank. I am using battery because I'm using the flashlight. Some of these little cubby holes are kind of dark. You gotta be able to see. So what I want right now is to get level 1 loyalty before I leave here. If I can achieve that, that will be worth something. I leave these other magazines. Might take that extra battery. I think I already had. Just got that one, so I might go ahead and take this. That hacksaw so we can break down some stuff. Screwdriver is can't remember what that's for actually. Power drill will need. Maintenance kit I'll take. I think we already had an inhaler. I'm gonna leave this one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that because I'm fixing to deposit some stuff for loyalty points. Don't really need that much laser ammo. Don't need that. So each game that you play is going to be different. Like, the things that I take may not be the things that you take. This live stream that I'm doing here is not a guide for you guys, so don't watch it like one. It's just me going to each location to show it and show what each location is. See, we've got these things you can actually scrap, but you got the temperature displayed here. See, that's the date? No, can't read. I think that might be the time. Anyway, there's our compass module. Ugh. So this is a rare find. In of itself, the fact that it's even here at the starting location is crazy. This is the first time that I've actually found this injector on one of the starting locations. So this is called the ARS remedy, and it's basically for AR syndrome, which you develop after going over 100 irradiation. All I'm doing is just checking each container, trying to get as much stuff as I can pick up, and then I'm going to take what I don't need and deposit it. Oh, let's get it. Yeah. There it is. Okay, I think we're full up now, so... I'm going to go over here to the loyalty recycler, and I'm just going to deposit pretty much all the food and meds. I don't really need that stuff right now. Some of it I do, but like this one, we don't use that right now. Insets aren't a thing yet. I want to keep the components. You can't deposit these anyway, but I want to keep the components for the laser gun. I'm going to make one soon. We got 2 inhalers, so you can have that. What I want to do is keep at least one of these, one of these, and the trauma kit. So we've got 2 basics. I think I'm gonna hold on to. We'll deposit that. I'll get rid of these candy bars. What I'm trying to do right now is deposit enough into this to reach 1,000 loyalty points, and that will allow me to access a level 1 facility. The other facility that I want to access is a level 2, but I just don't have enough gear on me right now to be worrying about trying to get into a level 2. So I just want to be able to make sure that I can get into the level 1. So I'm just going to deposit majority of the food and medications. I think that's a second. Let me check. Yeah, so we've got 2 of these. So we'll just deposit that and this. Got the body stabilizer on us. Oh, we've got 3 injectors. Injectors with inhalers. Just deposit those. I think I'll deposit. I'm going to keep this, actually. I haven't used this yet. I want to, so I'll probably at some point intentionally cause damage and use this gift, because I've never used it. I want to see it in action, so I'm going to do that. So we'll go ahead and leave after we go back to the lot. So we've got all this deposited. That'll get us close to what we want. Sit here and wait for a second, turn off the flashlight. Level 2, I didn't catch that. I didn't quite catch that. We can use this. I'll go ahead and show you guys how to use this, because I didn't mention that in my guide. I should have, but it's not super necessary. So that was a rifle mag. I want to go in here real quick because we still had some stuff in here that I can deposit. We'll go ahead and take this other little small container. I like pistol mags. The pistol's pretty nice. I don't think we need all these small energy cores. I'm only going to make 1 pistol. So we'll leave this one here. I think we'll leave that one there as well. In fact, let's check the crafting tab and verify what items we have for the ferret currently. We got the ribbon cables. We need a pack of LEDs, bolts. Got this one, we need a PCB still. So I need a PCB and a pack of LEDs. So in order to get that, probably what I'll do is I'll go scrap this screen here. Just scrap it, right? I wonder if this lists in the order of speed. It doesn't. So 15 minutes, 7, and we'll go with our crowbar again. Alright, come on, where's the PCB at? Well, we got our LEDs. Got our bolts. There's the PCB right there. Sometimes it can be hard to get one of these. I've scrapped a couple screens and I haven't been able to get one. I'm going to probably suggest to him that every screen has one of these, because otherwise it wouldn't work. So it should drop. I don't know. I guess that should also depend upon your level too. So I don't need this 3rd ribbon cable, but I'm going to pick it up and just put it in here. We don't need 3 ribbon cables, just 2. I really only need, I don't even think we need the scrap. The scrap's for something else. Let me check. Ferret doesn't use scrap. Scrap is used. I know it's not used in this. Okay, I don't know. Don't know. Okay. So I think on this note, I'm gonna check and make sure we've got our air tank of air. And because I'm visiting each location to show you, I'm not gonna leave at night. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. In the morning, we'll go ahead and eat and drink because our stuff's gonna drop a little bit. And then I know after that what I can actually eat and what I can't. That way I'm not accidentally getting rid of food and water that needed. So, like I always said in the guide, just disconnect your battery before you go to sleep. Air's not connected by default right now because the, well, if we turn this back on, you'll see that my visor's open, so we're not using air. So, disconnect that battery, we'll go ahead and take a nap. I think we can only probably sleep for maybe 2 hours. About 2 hours. And then what we'll have to do is probably do some waiting, and I think we'll probably wait like 3 or 4 hours. And that should be enough time past till the morning. And not quite. It's starting to break daylight out there. Let's see. What time is it? 1800. Definitely not breaking daylight. Okay, let's just wait a couple hours. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll eat. And to ease this process here, we'll just go to whole stuff and food. And so, what I'm looking for right now, I want to try to stay away from these if I can. It looks like we don't have. Oh, we do right there. I'll go ahead and eat the MRE. That has us at full. And we'll drink some canned water. I did grab this Amanita to show you, but I could eat it right now if I wanted to, but I'm full, so we're not going to do that yet. But canteen's full, but we're good on food, water, and I think our fatigue is okay. We still gotta go to sleep now. I want to be nice and rested. I don't want to be out of fatigue. So now it's going to be a blizzard. Well, we're going to go out there anyway. Oh, it's not a blizzard. It's a thunderstorm. Door's going to close. Connect our battery back up. Close the visor. We're good there. Now we'll just wait for this door to unlock. Actually, I didn't think about that. I should have deposited some more stuff into the loyalty recycler, but that's okay. There's others to take off. In the future, it's going to have it so that the weather and stuff, the temperatures and things like that will affect you. I'm going to go this way. I was going to show you guys the observation post, but we need to make sure we've got enough air first. So we just had to rip with the suit. That's how easy a little fall can be to get in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sprint. I'm not gonna spend all day walking there. It will use fatigue. It regenerates stamina pretty quick. The coastal road will be one of the first probably that you encounter if you don't go the other way. The coastal road leads to harbor. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the sound of this friggin' rainstorm. Some pretty nice looking weather in this game. Okay, so we got everything we need for the ferret. Now we just need to find us a workbench, preferably indoor. This is going to be harbor. You want to be careful going down this hill. Probably worth the oxygen to be careful more so than it is to get a rip into your suit and waste oxygen. So here we are at harbor. I'll go ahead and come out here and show you what it's like out here. When I first came here, water was not really implemented into the game yet. He had it and then he took it out. There you go. That's harbor. You can go in there. I'm not going to go in there just yet. Underwater world still being worked on. A lot of area underneath the water that you can't really do much in. We're basically full now. There's a lot of stuff on it that we probably could throw away, but I wanted to save that for the loyalty recycler. So what we'll do while we're out and exploring, we'll eat one of these. These are for the end of the suit. And we've got a 12-hour battery here, so I'm going to swap that out with the 8-hour battery. We've got a knife here. I do want that. More medical. Can't really pick that up. We're kind of heavy. I don't think we need polymer scrap or metal scrap right now. I'll check that. Yeah, no polymer or metal, so we can leave that behind. That'll probably allow us to pick up hazmat. This stuff weighs quite a bit, 1 kg. This doesn't weigh that much stuff. I don't really need candy bars, but I'll go ahead and pick them up in the loyalty recycle right now. Oh wait, we didn't go over here yet. You guys be careful coming around these. There's a problem with these. They can throw you up in the air. You gotta be real careful. Don't go on the edge right there. They can definitely throw you for a toss. I don't really need any of this other stuff here. But what I will do is I'll take advantage of having an extra roll of duct tape. And where'd that one go that we had? Yeah, see, we'll swap this one out for this one. I already have 2 other rolls. I don't really need that. But here we've got a chemistry kit. I haven't used this yet. Candy bar. So we won't be able to pick this up right now, I don't think. We're full. But what I'll do is I'll real quickly just transfer over some heavier items. Pick this up and we'll put it on our body. Now we should be able to pick those other items up. Damn, I wanted that trauma kit. So what we'll do is we'll leave this here. We'll take the trauma kit. Or how much is this way? 1.5. What we can do maybe is leave these snack bars. We don't need that right now. Let's see if we can pick this up now. Yeah, because these must be 3 kg. So can we pick that back up? So where we're headed to now is going to be the final resting place of Mr. Gliz. I'm going to grab a couple of these if I can. Let's drop this for now. It's not going to let me take the second one. I think I only need 1 anyway. Just go. If you're slow about it, you'll probably end up using your first can of air by the time you get here. I usually end up swapping right about the time I get here. This is the resting place of Mr. Gliz. This is where you'll get your rifle. Even though we're full on inventory, that doesn't affect picking up a rifle. So we hit number 3. We'll go ahead and grab his rifle. I'll grab a rifle magazine. That's alright. We'll drop off 2 of these. 3 of these, maybe? Where's that other... I'd rather have the rifle rounds. We'll leave these here. There's nothing back here, but I'll show you. It's pretty cool, though. There's nothing in here. Sometimes you can come up here in some of the other ships and there'll be stuff. So now where I'm going to go... We're fixing to swap air, so hang on just a second. I'm going to show you guys a really cool spot he just added that's underwater. Air is not supplied. We'll quickly swap tank. And because our inventory is full, that other tank, it just dropped onto the ground. So we've got that extra air, so I'm going to go ahead and go under the water. Got a nice little swimming animation. And this is one of the cooler areas. Mainly because it's new and it wasn't here before. So just a little place that you can go and explore. More of this kind of stuff will be added. I enjoy going down here, it's pretty fun. You can swim into the back of this thing, and you can come up here on the top, you can swim around. But you can't go down through these holes yet. I've mentioned it to him, and he's going to try to make it so you can. It's just all the other stuff on the list of things to do. It's just him developing the thing right now, so we'll go back down here. I haven't made a huge attempt to try to get stuck in here, but I'm sure you probably can. You just got to be careful. So I think we're full right now, so we can't really pick up anything. It's more just to come down here and show you. What is that? Rifle mag. And so we got a little chest here. Some food in it. There's another helmet. Now there's currently a bug where if you're wearing a helmet in the outfits, he's doing jumping jacks there. And you try to grab that other helmet while you're wearing this one, it'll open your visor. So don't try to grab other helmets if you already got one. And that is just me kind of bugging out through the... not really bugging out, it's just the visibility through the visor. It allows you to kind of see through walls a little bit. It's not a big deal. I'm not stuck or anything. So here's some lockers. These are going to come later. There's a nano machine. I don't remember if I grabbed an EVA injector or not. That's a necessity. Yeah, I do have one. Got some coffee in there. Med pack. You got to break into this one. This one, it will take 30 seconds, so we'll just... You can see the air going down as I'm breaking in, but 30 seconds is only 30 seconds. And there was nothing in there. It's just something for you to do while you're down in here exploring. Pretty cool. Currently, I think this is the only area that's like this, that you can have something to look around in underneath the water. There's lots of underwater areas, of course, but it's just not it's not done yet. Everything's still got to be polished. I'm gonna go look over here. I thought I saw something on the top of this rock. It's just snow or something. So now we're gonna head over to Lisanne Lab. And originally, Lisanne Lab was pretty obvious that you could get to it. Now it's not so much. There's all this stuff in the way. And it's kind of harder to navigate. You'll waste a little bit of air getting around it if you don't know the exact area to get up. That tower up there is just a place that he's either going to work on more or delete entirely. It hasn't really been fleshed out yet, so looks cool though. It looks really cool. I hope he doesn't delete it. It's a very cool eye point. So this terrain stuff right here, where it's kind of like that, just ignore that. All that stuff is going to be fixed. It's tricky. You can come up this way. I have. But it's really tricky to do that. You can. It's just kind of difficult. And you come over here and you think you can get through, but you can't. You actually need to come around and right into about here. And then you kind of just have to squat down. Sometimes you can get through there and sometimes you can't. Yeah. So this way is not the easiest way to come through. If I didn't just get stuck. I think I got stuck in here. You can make it through here. So I had to wiggle back and forth using the A and D keys to get out. But yeah, you can come this way. There's less fall risk coming this way than there is going the other way, which will cause a rip in your suit. Oh. I spoke too soon. Okay, it still made me fall. That didn't happen last time. Just, hopefully I'm not stuck in the terrain. Hang on a minute, let me patch my suit up. So you'll encounter stuff like this. The game's still in development, so ignore it. Jump around, you'll get out of it. It's not too hard. We're still up there. I just was trying to walk across the top of that. I couldn't quite make it. Yeah, if you want to avoid all that, though, you can just come around this front side here. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get through there, to be honest. Like, because you don't really know which way to go, and you're gonna fall basically whichever way you go. You're gonna get a little rip in your suit. It's not too bad if you're quick about patching your suit up, though. And we just kind of huff and puff to get up this hill, or we can stop for a second. Oh, we've got a fracture, so we'll just take care of that fracture. Anytime you get fractures, your stamina will drop to 0. It makes you walk super slow. So you're technically, it's like having a hole in your suit. You're using more oxygen because you're walking slower, or otherwise you wouldn't be able to jog and make that oxygen get you another 10 feet more. I'll recover stamina. If you can see over there in that distance, there's a raptor. I equipped my rifle, but what I may do is let him attack and then show you guys how the melee works. There's a little punch melee attack. I was going to go up here just to show you what's going on up here. It looks really cool. It can be seen from a long ways away, so I hope he doesn't delete it. I hope he does something with it. But for now, it's just kind of a location that you really can't do much with. And this area here says you discovered, because it's really not, like I said, it's not an area that's complete. And that little platform right there, you would think you'd be able to get up on it, and that would be like an elevator that goes up. Right now, it's not anything. So. I don't even think this place has a name yet. That's why it has the you discovered. So. I'll try to get up here without falling. Let's get our stamina back. I don't think you can go completely up. I have tried. It's just kind of there's a collision wall here, so you can't really go up. But yeah, you can see there's like a would it be a little platform? You'd be able to jump up here and use the elevator. You'd think you'd be able to come through here, but there's collision. You come down this way, there's collision in here as well. So you can't. And this is about as high as you can get without sliding back down. Trying to jog slowly down without damaging the suit. This is a beautiful game though, guys, especially if you have a higher end computer. It's like a Mars kind of type planet, but different, you know. Surrounded by water, obviously. You're on an island. Let that stamina build for a second. So far we've only visited 3 locations. There's still another, I'd say maybe 5 or 8 locations. There's an extra air tank. I don't think we can fit it right now. We can't carry any of that stuff. So I'm gonna use a melee attack on this guy. These are still work in progress, so he's not super aggressive right now. Sometimes he is and sometimes he isn't. Just hit him. So that'll cause him to bleed a little bit. He's gonna flee and he should come back and start attacking. And we'll just put him down. Yes, he flew off like that. It was funny, right? But it's an issue that they have sometimes. Every once in a while you'll encounter that where they'll fly off like that. Most of the time they usually just rag all over and die. You just so happen to catch that. So here we have the Workle Clinic, which is Lisanne Lab. We'll go around over here on the side. There's some stuff in here. Medical gear. These are medical crates, probably. Sometimes there'll be like a workbench in some of these places. And then sometimes there will be junk recycler, stuff like that. We can probably get up here. I'm gonna try to get up here real quick. We do have kind of not very much air left, but why not? Let's go. I can just swap air cans. We've got an extra air can down there, but air can, air tank, whatever. So the demo, when it comes, he's going to have more in the underwater area of the game, and or maybe even looking at some caves, maybe underwater caves, things like that. just quickly swap so we don't take long damage. If you take too long, you'll start taking long damage. Here's your breathing air you otherwise wouldn't be able to breathe. So if you go this way, you're probably gonna fall. We might be able to get up here. I'm guessing probably not. Yeah. Maybe. I've managed to get into some areas that I didn't think I was able to. I have to just jump. It may not even be worth getting up there though, because you may not be able to fully get up, and then you might have trouble getting back down. I don't know that I would bother going up there if you do. There's an area sort of like this by Shell Beach that leads up to an area. We just got to rip the suit. It leads up to an area. I can't remember what it was called. It's like KLIROYS or something like that. So we'll go in here and go into Lisanne Lab. We'll have a look around. See if maybe there's a loyalty recycler in there. I don't think there is in Lisanne, but we definitely got some air. Sometimes that's a gamble. Sometimes you'll get air in some of these locations, and sometimes these racks will be empty. Just the way that the roll of the dice of the game. We're gonna use, where'd that other 8-hour battery go? I think I have it plugged in. See, the operator. We got a 12-hour. Says it's in our crew backpack. Well, it's in the crew backpack. For a bag organizer. This is the crew backpack. There's the 12-hour. There's the 8-hour. We'll drop that. And we'll grab that other 12. Better to have the 12 than to have 8. Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff for the loyal. Yeah, we got one in here. There is one in Lisanne. We'll go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff, but before I do, I'll go ahead and eat. I'm gonna save this golden yaw. I could eat it, but I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna use it to make something. We'll just. There was an MRE outside up on that thing. Let's see what our computers are on some warm air. Not hot. That's good. We got this one. Before we do this loyalty recycler, let's just. There's another air tank here. So we got plenty of air this time around. That's good. And, just swap that out, and then what I'm gonna do is we'll just leave the hazmat and we'll just leave one of these guys here. And I'm gonna go grab that MRE. The visor closed. There's probably an MRE in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and go grab it. I don't know where it was at. You know what? Hang on. We do have several candy bars. Let me just, yeah, we'll just eat some candy bars. If I need the MRE, then I'll go get it. But I think right now we'll just eat these candy bars. It's not a huge deal. Natural protein, insect taste. Nom nom nom, grasshoppers. Okay, so here's an MRE anyway, so we'll just eat that. Let's go to... He was pretty hungry, that's why I was going to go get it. We used about a quarter of that. But by the time I get done sleeping here tonight, we'll probably end up being hungry again. So there's some scrap here. I don't really need to do this, but I'm going to do it just to show you, and then I'll also have the materials to make a bandage. We'll use the combat knife. It doesn't really matter which knife you use currently, they're both kind of basically the same thing. But this has a durability of 33, so we'll just use the kitchen knife. And that was only 5 minutes, so I'm not too worried about having the battery, but we're fixing to go to sleep, so I'm going to disconnect this. I'll take one of these. I think we'll just take 2 of those that will let us. So now we've got something to create a bandage with, so I can show you how to create a bandage. Again, this is not my tutorial, this is just me going to each location and playing as I go to each location to show you the locations. We're pretty tired already, I can see that, so we'll sleep for about 4 hours. We could probably use a little more sleep than that. Alright. It's gonna be nighttime out there now. We're pretty close. Pretty well lit tonight. It's not that black. Sometimes it can be really super dark out there, and that's where that glow stick comes in handy. Right here. I'll show you guys how to use that glow stick. It's not hard to use at all. You just drop it. Go to like bags organizer, or we can go to whole stuff. Either or, it doesn't matter. You drop the item, and it automatically glows, right? But then you just hit G, pick it up, and you can carry it with you as you're walking if you don't have batteries for a flashlight or something like that. And what's great about these is you can just pick them right back up. If it doesn't glitch into the You might have changed it where once you crack it open, you can't pick it back up. Yeah, okay, there you go. It was just glitching into the floor a little bit. I got it. Yeah, so that you can just drop that out at any time. You only need to carry one. You really don't even need to carry one once you learn how to play. Get some fair green. We got a trauma pack. I'm gonna grab that. And I'm going to go ahead and just offload some of this into the Loyalty Smart Recycler and hope that we have high enough loyalty level. So we got 2 of these trauma packs. Carry one of this. Let's just go to med gear. Be the easiest way to do it. And I'm doing this individually. I'm not grabbing and dragging because currently there's a little bit of an issue where if you grab all medical, it takes all food too. So we're going to do that. Don't really need these right now. I'll hold on to this the inhaler. Got lots of these medics, basics. We'll keep 1. Get rid of that hazmat. I'll go ahead and get rid of that bandage because I'm going to make one anyway. I'll hold on to this. This is an ace in the hole. And I'll hold on to this because this may be needed. And then what we'll do is we'll go over to our food. And we'll go ahead and deposit some of these candy bars, some fair green. I'm gonna keep our Captain Tom. Get rid of the algae delight. Okay, now let's just leave. Give it a minute to mix all that up. Mix it all up, eat it all up. Level 3. 399 loyalty points for that. I don't know if that was my loyalty level or if that was my character level. Level 3. So that was my character's level 3. I think that should have at least given us level 1 loyalty. Explore. Unique items. It doesn't say. Okay. Come back over here and grab our stuff. We'll leave that here. We've already got a combat knife on us. Gotta plug back in my electric. We can see. That's some more stuff for loyalty points there. Go ahead and grab the anti-venom serum. Let's see what that calls for, actually. Crafting. Anti-venom. Yeah, spider poison gland, Raptus blood sample, and the chemistry kit. So that's what the chemistry kit is for making the anti-venom serum. But right now, currently, that's not implemented yet. The Raptus blood sample, poison spider gland. Already checked this crate, so let's go ahead and deposit the leftover stuff we don't really need. Look at all these chroma kits. Oh crap. I'll deposit those painkillers. Let's see if we can put duct tape in it. We can't. I think we've got, yeah, we have what hazmat, so let's deposit that. I don't think metal scrap goes in this one. Might. You can deposit that. Okay, that'll be good. There's another armor piece over there. I think we already have that. I think that's the arm guards. Yeah, it is. We could deposit the bandage. I didn't get down in here and look, see what all this is. Pick this crap up. Yeah, we'll grab that bandage. I think we'll deposit that. This is usually ammo. What do we have in here? Kunai knife. The kunai knife is a pretty cool knife. I think that's what the scrap is for, was the kunai knife. Toolbox, I don't remember what that goes to. We've already got a maintenance kit on us. Barrel bandage. Captain Tom. I think I only want... Where'd that go? We got this one. Don't need another pack of LEDs. And there's another trauma kit we can deposit. Let's go back in here real quick. Back Dark LEDs. Water. Painkillers. Okay, I needed this. The disinfectant. We already have the priming agent. I don't really need that MRE. You know what? I'm gonna grab that for the loyalty recycler. There's some more of that disinfectant. Take that. We can deposit these because they're insets, and right now that's not implemented yet. So take that Captain Tom, the Bohan, and I think that's gonna give us enough that we need for the level 2. I think we already have those scrap. Yeah, we do. We got 2 of them. Don't need that pistol mag. Okay, so let's go back to the loyalty recycler real quick. And let's look at our food. So we ate some of this. I'll go ahead and deposit the new one. I need all that water. Deposit that. Deposit one of these. Candy bars. Coffee. Speaking of coffee. We have these. We don't really need these. All 3 of these Captain Tom. I'll hold on to one. I just like them. I think they're cool. So that's for the food, and then we'll go to the med gear. Again, deposit pain pills. I don't plan on using pain pills while I'm indoors. Get rid of one of those kits right there. We'll get rid of that bandage, and we'll get rid of some healing. That'll give us a good chunk of loyalty points, and that should be able. Hopefully, we'll reach level 2 obediency. Well, we just hit level 1, and then we had an additional 547 points. I don't know if that was an additional on top of the 1,000 or not, but we can definitely at least get into the level 1 facility now. Okay, it's nighttime again, so let's take a nap. We'll eat when we get up, and we'll head out. I didn't see that one. Again, disconnect the battery. Visor is open. Only sleep for maybe an hour, actually. But the rest of the time I'll have to be waiting. There's a thunderstorm. Can't really see from in here. Inclement weather, not a good idea to go out. What time is it? 1400. I'm gonna wait this one out. Just wait 4 hours. Light rain, now it's fog. Go ahead and drink up. Yeah, I know I should have clicked the can of water. But I knew how much water I had, so I didn't I'll drink from the canteen, I think. Where did my canteen go? Did I accidentally deposit that? There's a bug sometimes where your game will freeze up. Or not freeze up, but it won't leave the screen if you drink from the canteen. I've only encountered it once so far, but so she's dry. Go ahead and finish off here. Have a little sip of Captain Tom. Alright, and then I told you I would go ahead and eat one of these to show you can eat them. They provide about as much as 2 candy bars. Hopefully that didn't just bug out. We're going to hold on to the yaws because those are used in crafting. And we'll eat some more of this. And then, like I said, there's that other one sitting outside, so on the way out of here, we're going to grab that other MRE. And I'm going to check stream health real fast. Okay, we're good. So, before we leave, first thing, do we have a HUD? We do not. Because we don't have battery. Now, I could hook up this one, but we've got 2 extras, so I'll just hook up another 12-hour. Oh, we had cooling inset. You can see that. Huh, it's not showing up. What are we doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it goes... Alright, whatever. Visor closed. You could close it in there, but I can close that first. And we'll grab a can of air. Let me see how much weight we have. 31. Could probably take 1 more can of air if I do this right. Got this one and this one. What can we leave behind? I think the metal scrap can go. This is weightless, so bolt. So we got more than bolts than we need, really. Way more bolts than we need. Let me make sure that we're not accidentally leaving behind too many bolts. It only takes 1. Okay, now let's see if we can grab this other can of air. Not quite. Even though we're technically where we need to be on that. Let's drop this and see if we can grab it now. Okay. So now we got air. We'll go ahead and start this. And we'll get the hell out of here. I wanted to leave during the day though. That's alright, where we're going there's going to be a lot of light, so. It'll probably become daylight. Only level 1 loyalty. Still quite a lot of light here. I'm gonna go grab that MRE if it'll let me. If we picked up that extra tank of air, I don't know if we'll have the room now. It's not like we're not gonna find another MRE though. We'll probably find one. If I don't have room for it, I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I don't. No problemo. It's a beautiful atmosphere at night. It's really cool. Whenever I first started playing, I didn't have the battery in the flashlight. It was pitch black, and all of a sudden that came out of nowhere and it just lit up the whole place and it was beautiful. Really cool. So we've gone to the starting point, we've gone to Archeo, we've gone to Harbor, we've gone to Resting Place of Mr. Gliz, we've gone to Lisanne Lab, we've gone to the tower. So now we're going to leave here and we're going to come across a facility as we're leaving up this road coming up. And we're probably not going to be able to get in there. I'm just going to look in that direction, but we're going to be actually heading over to Celestial Wishing Well, which is a rip, pretty good one. Let's go to... Thought that was a lot worse a rip than what it sounded like. It can be a little tricky getting down. It's not too hard. It's a lot steeper than what you think it is. Slowly edge over here. No, that's no good. Oh yeah, I went to the wrong spot, the wrong area to get down. Let's fix ourselves. Usually I go this way. I just wanted to see if there was another... Right there. Another hill that wasn't as steep to try to get down doing that way, but it seemed like that's just a drop off. You don't want to go that way. You'll probably incapacitate, and if you pass out while you're hooked up to oxygen, it continues to use oxygen while you're knocked out, and then bad things happen. Used quite a bit of air. I probably should have grabbed that other air tank that was in that container, but I didn't worry too much about it. I can make this air probably last until I get up to Wishing Well, if I do it right. I'm just gonna let my stamina build, and then we're just gonna take a sprint for it. Alright, here we go. Viva Las Vegas. Ooh. So these plants, I don't know if he has plans for them in the future. Right now they seem not to do anything, but they're pretty cool looking. And it's almost daylight, so it's, like I said, even with the lit facility. We can't get into this facility. This is called forwarding. We can't get in here right now. I don't know that I'm going to come back and actually go in there, because there's a lot of stuff in there that I'd rather you guys find on your own. But this is called forwarding facility, and there are some critters about, so watch yourself. See, there's that little spider right there. I'm going to leave him be and save my ammo. There's some pretty cool stuff in there. There's some stuff that I wanted to use, I could use, but there's places that have some of the other stuff. We may or may not come back to that facility, I don't know. I try to leave the good stuff for you guys, man. Like, I want y'all to experience the game. Yeah, it's probably cool to watch, you know, somebody play and go to all the different locations and stuff, but it's a lot cooler, man, if you're playing and you're the one doing it. Up there's the observation post that you can get to from start point. You just go the opposite direction instead of going down that road that we went down. And And so we already got our yaw, so I'm not going to grab from over there. You just get radiated. There's no point. I mean, I do have a hazmat kit on me, but I'm not going to do that. And by the way, the point that we just crossed was intersection, where the roads intersect. We got a slug here. I could take this slug out and skin him and get a steak, but we have full inventory, so I can't pick it up. But we'll just say howdy and move right along. Just passing through there, fella. So up here, you can actually go up this embankment. I didn't know you could actually go up this for a while. Testing everything else out. I didn't worry too much about going to every single location. I was just trying to play the game, make sure there weren't any obvious bugs. But there used to be a place up here called Storm Shelter, and it's on the Nesoi map, on the official Hour Prime map. But he's removed it. I think there were some issues with it. And I want to say it was up here by where this red dirt is. We're using a little bit more air to come up here, but that's alright. I want to say it was like right there. It's marked on the map as being right there, but she's not there anymore. And if you go over there, be careful. There's not much over there. You're just going to basically fall and rip your suit for no reason. You can also go up to right about that point right there. That's where it stops. You don't want to go any higher than that. End up falling and ripping your suit again. So I think we can get down right here. These doors with these red signs above them, they're not implemented yet. I think they're going to be sort of like in Fallout, how they have the different locked sewer system or railway system that you can go through. I'm going to try to get down here without ripping my suit. That didn't go well. Let's patch that real quick, because what am I doing? Whole stuff. Resource.
Low oxygen level.
Yeah, we're a lot higher than what it looks. And in the game, it actually tells you this. It can be deceiving as to just how high you actually are when you're going off an edge. It can easily deceive you. You'll think it's only a 5-foot drop, and it might be like a 10-foot drop. You know, get knocked out or rip your suit. Or... Yeah, so those up there, there's nothing currently going on with those. You can't do anything with them yet, but I imagine they're going to be gateways to other places. This big rock here wasn't originally here. We added that in the last patch. It's just more scenery. Looks pretty nice though. That's a nice boulder. Okay. So the next position we're coming up is called Celestial Wishing Well. And this is a pretty cool area. Like with this little beam, it goes up to the sky and comes back down. I don't really know what that purpose is yet. I'm sure he does, and he just hasn't divulged that information yet, but kind of on a need-to-know basis, I guess. So originally, this ladder over here on this observation post, it was kind of high off the ground, and you'd injure yourself just coming off the ladder. So he's changed that, where the ladder's a little closer to the ground. You can kind of get hung up on this ladder, but if you just kind of go back up and come back down again, it'll fix itself. So here's observation post here. And if you don't find the rifle on Gliz and you come down here, there's a reason why. The rifle's here just in case you run past Gliz. There's air here. Get some air. Take that. Oh, come on. Oh. What did I pick up that has us weighing so much right now? There might still be an issue with the air tank weight. We can't pick that stuff up yet. Anyways, you're coming back down this ladder. Like I said, you can get hung up right here. Just go up and then come back down. And if you notice, no injury as I came down. So I'll go ahead and walk up here and show you the well. Celestial wishing. Little tiny plastic box here. If you look down there's water. I don't recommend going off this ledge. You probably will not come back up. I was looking for this. So, golden drops. Now we can make the golden drops. So the next place we're going to is actually at Celestial Wishing Well. It's a bunker. And I'll probably go in and I'll timestamp all these locations so you can check them out for yourself. You want to skip through, if you're curious about a location that you played and you hadn't been to, you can just timestamp, click it. So this has changed some and some it hasn't. There used to be a spider out here. I want to say there was a cook stove. I don't remember if it's still here now. Fire barrel. So here is your first workbench that you locate in the world, probably if you go down this road. Again, this uses air, so you have to be very careful what you create. You gotta make sure you've got extra air if you're gonna create anything. And our inventory's full, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that, but I will try to see if I can deposit some stuff in here. We need this. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with that. We need that stuff. That's an extra, but we're full. So what we can do, we can deposit that and then grab this one. I guess it really wouldn't matter. You could deposit the one that was on you, but we'll do that anyway. We still got some loyalty points to go before we get to the next level of loyalty, so we can go back to that facility. So here's the bunker, and you don't get glitched up on this ladder. You can just go straight down. Don't jump around in here too much. I think he fixed it, but if you get to screwing around too much in here, you can probably hurt yourself. So again, like I said, sometimes there's cans and sometimes there's not. With bunker, I never really see cans in here. Sometimes I open my visor early, but we got lung damage because I did that. Again, our inventory is kind of full, so there's only so much we can carry. But because we got rid of that med pack, we have a little bit of extra room. Okay, it's still daylight out. I'm not going to sleep here unless I need to. Let me see what my fatigue is. I said it was daylight phase. Well, we'll disconnect and go ahead and take a nap. Our fatigue is getting pretty low. That's probably 3 hours. That was close. Wait, I thought we disconnected our battery. Ah, shit. Oh, I know what happened. I went to disconnect the battery, but the inventory was full, so it wouldn't disconnect. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Not a big deal. It's a 12-hour battery. We slept. Check what our weather is. Light snow. I want this if we can get it. There's something we can leave behind. Yeah, we could just leave behind some of these, I think, maybe. They take 2. We do have a rifle, so I don't really need to be carrying around pistol ammo. Cooling inset. We couldn't deposit that last time, so I'm gonna... I'll leave that cooling inset behind. Okay. Time is it? 2:48. Hard to tell without going up there. You know what? Hang on a second. Let's just go to med gear. Use our inhaler. Get rid of that lung damage. Might help us use a little bit less air, maybe. There's a little bit of an invisible wall here sometimes. I've reported it, so he knows about it. It'll be fixed. Get out of here and go to the next location and stay late. There's a container up there. You can jump. You can jump and access it, that's fine. Okay, I think I have enough air to make something. So let's make... Wow. We'll make a bandage just to show that it can be made. I think our inventory is full though. So that bandage will be deposited here. I'm going to deposit some more stuff into this. Deposit that bandage. I just made it to show you could do it. We don't really need this stuff now though. Let me do it this way. I do need to grab that other med pack back. There we go. So we really don't have anything else to deposit but that. How much, let me see if I can make the golden yaws yet. The golden drops. Well, 21 minutes. So we'll go ahead and make those. I wanted to show you guys those. We are using oxygen. Rather rapidly, too. Okay, so where did that go? I think it just made a bandage. It didn't make the golden yaws. The golden drops. It did make them. It took it out of my inventory. It's not anything major to see, but what it does is it takes that container that you have and it turns it gold, and it basically acts as a hazmat kit so you can get rid of radiation. I was going to make one to show you guys how they worked, but I think what it did was it bugged and made a bandage instead. He already told me that he knows that it's kind of doing that kind of stuff, so let's just get out of here. Oh, there's the burn can. Yeah, so there is a burn can here, but we're limited on oxygen now since I made those. We do have 2 extra tanks. That'll get us where we need to go. So you can go down here and you can go swimming if you want. There's really not much down there. You can swim across, though, to that ship over there. But I'm going to go down there a different way. I'm trying to go to each place using the same path. So everybody say goodbye to Wishing Well. Goodbye to Wishing Well. And we'll build up our stamina, and then we're just going to make a mad dash. I think the rifle mag that we have should cover our bases for defense for now. I'll just take off.
Low oxygen level. Check the
Okay, so that's a bug. I don't know when that started, but we've been live streaming, so we'll figure that out at some point. I'll have to let them know that we did that. I was wondering where the hell the air tank was when I tried to go in there. That's the first time I've encountered that bug, so like I said, here's big nothing. Over there. The spider up there. Must have changed it so we can get up here. Let's see. Let's get off here before we kill ourselves. Don't have enough air to be turning around. Where we're headed to next, I would go through the LD50 pass and show you guys Pier 3, but given the oxygen that we have, I think I'm going to stop into the first level 1 facility and see if there's extra air tanks, because we'll need them to head that way anyway. I hate to backtrack coming back through here if we have an option. Just one of the dead space guys. Slug over there, he's covered in snow. Really cool how the weather interacts with these animals. Actually covers them in snow as well. See that glowing green area down there? That's a radiation mess. So the spiders, they kill the slugs, I forgot. Yeah, they'll fight each other, so he's dead. Do we have enough time? Probably not, because if there's an extra... Let's risk it for the biscuit. Oh, let's go. We're gonna get a steak. You can't see it because it's covered in the snow, but they're there. We got one. We only needed one anyway. We used up all our battery though, and our air is almost completely gone. Did you see that bug? There's like, it shows it's empty, but it's not. Yeah, see? Air tank display. So the tank wasn't actually empty. Oh, we're using a lot of air. What's going on? Somehow or another, that caused a suit leak or something. So one tank of air should be enough to get us to where we go. As long as there's air at this next facility, we should be okay. I think the level 1 facility has an air charger, so we can recharge our tanks while we're sleeping. So even if we don't have air tanks there, we'll still be able to get some extra air to continue on our exploration. So coming up here in this middle section, this is called Crossroads, and that pass there leads down to LD50 Pass. You go on through, it'll lead to you to Pier 3, and then after Pier 3 over there, up into the mountains, and then up to the right. If I still kept going that way, on the right there would be Black Rock further down, and Black Rock is the location of Marsh Solitude, and in Marsh Solitude we have the facility called Marsh. See, here we are at Crossroads. LD50 Pass, I think, is going to be tough to get through later. The radiation's increased a lot compared to what it was before. But there's a radiation dump and spill in there. So, we could save Pier 3 for Aftershell Beach, but I think I'm just going to... Uh-oh. That's not good. This exact area that we just crashed in had a location issue where it was causing crashes, and he fixed it, and we thought it was all fixed, and now all of a sudden it looks like we're having crashes in the same spot. So that's going to have to be worked on again, I think. And you know what? I'll be darned. I didn't save my game. Damn. And so I'll have to hoof it all the way back up here to show you guys the rest of the area. So I think what I may do, since I have a character save up here, I'll probably just spawn up here and then we'll just continue on around the bend. So give me just a second, we'll restart the game. Three, 2, 1, and we're restarting. And so what I'll do is I'll just load one of my other saves that's up around that area. I want to see... maybe it wasn't out. New game. backpack focus. These are older saves, so I don't really know if I want to show you guys all that. I think what we'll do is we'll just go to Gunsmith's bench test. And I'll just go back up the road. We've already been to the other facilities and areas, so there's no point in me stopping. Okay, so we're at Crossroads, so I just gotta do a little sprint jive down the road here. We're pretty far away from where we were, but it won't take very long to run back over there. And I think we actually have the air to do so. Oh, we're good. So bear with me, we'll be back to where we were in just a minute. It'll probably take maybe 3 minutes to get there by just running until we can't run anymore, stopping and chilling for a second. So that wasn't on a loaded save. That was on a new game. So there's still definitely a fatal error crash present in that location. What's really interesting is I've been through there multiple times since then, and I have not had that crash. So something is causing it. We'll see. I think on this one I have level 2 access, but we only need level 1 to get where we were going. Where we were going is called Central Outpost. So you could probably go up there. I don't advise it, but I've been that way. It's kind of high up, so by the time you try to come down, you're going to end up getting a suit rip. Watching me do this run, though, will give you an idea how much ground you can cover with one air tank if you do it right. But that's only if you have everything you need and you don't want to be just out sprinting about if you don't know where you're going or where the next air tank's going to come from. I've got extra air, so I can take care of this. And hopefully the game doesn't crash when we try to go that way. If it does, I have some other saves that are past that point, but thought I had a save over there at Central Outpost. I guess I didn't. But that's why when I'm playing, so if you guys are playtesting, what I advise you to do is for every location you go to, make a save when you're at that location. So you can always just load up that save and go straight back to testing. Otherwise, you'll have to make a lot of distance covered to get back to your location that you were at. So there's Wishing Well. And down there we got the water. And we're nearly back to where we were now. It's probably another sprint or two and we'll be there. So we're at Big Nothing. This is where the snowstorm hit. If you notice, we haven't really used much oxygen. It's been huffing. And up there's, right in that area there is where we found that slug. Best thing to do is just stop and let it fully regen before you try to run again. And so you've got walk, then you've got jog, and then you've got full bore sprint, which is doubled shift. Hopefully we don't get attacked. We'll be alright. So the slug's dead, I think, from the spider. There's a few enemies over here. Oh, and the raptor, I gotta be careful with him. So we're coming up on the LD 50 pass at Crossroads. And just past that point is where we crashed last. And we're going over there. We probably should just go on through the LD50 pass over to Marsh and then come back out this way. But there's something that I know that's the reason why I didn't go there that way. You can actually go from Marsh back to main spawn on the outskirt of the map. Okay, so we crashed right about in here last time. I'm gonna let this stamina regen. Looks like we don't have our rifle. I think we just got a pistol on us with 11 shots. Okay, so we're able to get through here. It's just some kind of bug right in that area where you crashed still. And that was on a new save. That wasn't even a loaded save, so it's a problem that seems to be persisting into the next version. I gotta watch it. Here he comes. Break yourself. Okay. Now hopefully I got enough to finish off this guy here. There we go. Should have enough to get in here. This is called Central. And had I made it here, had the game not crashed, we would have had air in here on the racks. Even if that air wasn't here. Oh shit. Even if that air wasn't here, we would have been able to go in here. And there would have been an air charger here for our air tanks. I'm not going to bother with getting all this stuff. I think food and water is all we need to really cover at this point. I just wanted to walk in here and show you guys the place. The whole point is to go to each location. So that's what we're doing. I wonder if I grabbed the gift this time. I don't have the gift on me this time. I wanted to use it to try it. Okay. Oh, our visor's still closed. I had it open, but then I opened it too soon. I got sidetracked. So I closed it and he came in. I'm gonna just drop that cooling and set it. So the cow currently is the only item that'll go in the junk recycle. And we'll just use these packets. I'll probably find more in there. So we're full, we got water, there's no reason for us to stay the night here. So I'm gonna head back out and show you guys the next location. You know what, let's see if we got any ammo, because our ammo is almost empty. And that sucks, because I had everything on me to make the laser gun. And now I don't. I do have the precision tools. I got one ribbon cable, but I don't see a PCB. Let's just look under crafting. That's the easiest way to do it. We need a power drill and a PCB. And it looks like, oh, we do have the two ribbon cables. Power drill, PCB. Well, there's our power drill. And in order to get a PCB, probably just take this apart. Just disconnect the battery. That should give us a PCB in there somewhere. There it is. We'll just leave the rest there. We don't need the rest. I think we already have the sterile bandage. I'll grab an MRE and we'll go ahead and get out of here and go to the next location. I want to try to get out of here before it's nighttime. Needed. Okay, we have the disinfectant. Do we have a box? I still wanted to show you guys the golden yaws. So I don't know if we have a container. There we go. We got a small container. So then crafting, golden drop, small container disinfectant yaws. We don't have yaws. And I don't think there are any that grow on that side yet. Alright, let's get out of here. And we'll also stop and check. We'll drop our current air tank. Put a new one in. Pick up this one. Start process. This is a known bug. He's trying to fix these things. Sometimes they spawn on top of each other. It's weird. I have. Okay, I don't have a hazmat kit, is what I don't have. There does seem to be a hazmat kit there. So, these guys here, let me reconnect my battery now that we're leaving. These guys here, you can, disassemble these guys. You can hit this and then go to your tool, which I don't have on me anymore. I did before, but I don't have it now. And you could break this down, and it gives you like some metal scrap, some polymers, and I want to say it's like it. So the next place, there's a place behind here. You can't actually get into this. This place is called Solaris, and it's on research position. This is called Solaris. And you can swim in this water. There's nothing back here right now. Just a little area. You can go under. Nothing really there. I'll keep my eye open for some yaws because I wanted to show you guys the golden yaws. And check our temperature. PC's still just barely warm. Just head on down through here. I'll wait for the stamina to increase again. So in the previous versions where I'm heading right now, this was all radiated out because water hadn't been added back to the game yet. And he didn't want people coming over here because the area wasn't really finished yet. He's pretty much finished this area for now, at least. We've got the big S. And then beyond the big S, if you go down over this road here, down the hill, up, there's a place called Downshift. And it's called Downshift, obviously, because you would have to downshift in order to get up that road there. So I'm going to take you to a place that you probably wouldn't even know who was here yet. You should come walking over here. And here it is. It's just a little hideout. We'll just wait till our stamina comes back up. I'll go on down. And it's basically just a bedroom where you can sleep. There's no reason to go in there right now. So, just showing you guys. So if you get in a pickle, you can go down in there. You can go and swim in this water. There's nothing in here right now, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to move right along because I still got some areas I got to go to. These are Amanita. You can tell they're not yaws, so I don't need those right now. Food's still good. There's a little area over here you can go down, but there's not really a lot going on over there. I wouldn't worry about that area too much. As a 571 at least, I wouldn't know too much about that. So we've got a workbench area that's outside called Clark's Workbench area. There's an observation post here underneath the solar panels. I think this is actually where you get the sports rifle, which is the sniper rifle of the game. And considering that we don't have a rifle, I'm going to stop here. And there she is. Hit 3. Pick up the rifle. You can sleep outdoors. I don't recommend that. Grab a sports rifle magazine. You don't need a rifle. I think the sports rifle, yeah, it only has 5 shots. But it's very powerful. Most of the time I'm just using my pistol. If you're in a situation where you're going to worry about getting attacked and you don't want a tear in your suit, you don't have any duct tape or anything like that, you would probably want to have something pretty strong to be able to kill any of the critters that might open your suit. So, take a screenshot of that. He'll have to fix that. So like I said, you can go down there. There's not a whole lot going on. We will go down over there at some point. This is downshift. There's some containers here. I don't really need anything in them. We're just going to continue on. So this is Clarkfield Workbench. I'll go ahead and go in here and show you what it's about. And then we're gonna leave. There's a workbench. There's lots of different tools to make lots of different stuff. Problem is this air. You gotta have enough air to sit outside while that's all building. Then we have the fire barrel here. And we'll go up this way. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, get up there. And the next place we're going is the Comms Center. Nesoi Island Comms Center. And then down the road from that will be Shell Beach. And once we reach Shell Beach, what I'll probably do is I'll load my save for Pier 3 and or somewhere over there so I can show you the other side of the map. So I'm not having to go all the way from Shell Beach all the way back over there and all the way back down. It's just another 30 minutes or so worth of travel there. Don't need to be doing. There used to be spiders and stuff all through here. I think he removed them. There's some issues where sometimes the bodies, when you shoot a live critter, it'll duplicate the body. And like the ragdoll version of the dead body, it'll duplicate it. He's still working on it. I'll figure all that out. This is a pretty cool place. There's going to be interiors and stuff added to this. Right now it's just a hole. An empty hole. There's a workbench back there underneath. It's kind of tricky to get to. I'll try to get over there. Regenerate stamina. And then if you look up there, you can see there's a drone bot, but he can't actually see us. So we could actually pop that drone bot if we wanted to. And right behind him, there's an SMG. But I have the sport rifle. So. Yeah, right under here, there's a workbench, and there's also an air charger. That's new. So you can, either that or I just didn't see it before. So you can charge your air tank, but you got to have a spare air tank to wait for that one to charge. So it's kind of a 50-50. You could pop it in there as you were making your way over here to Shell Beach, but I think Shell Beach has an air charger. We're going to get out of here. This is Comm Center. Like I said, all this is going to be interiors and stuff soon. There's collision in these areas, so you can't get around that. Let's regen our stamina, and then we'll continue on to Shell Beach. You know what? Actually, let's go. I'm going to all locations, so I'm gonna just go on down there, and then we'll come back up and head to Shell Beach. We go down the hill from Comm Center. There is the meeting of two Dykes location, and then there's a rock face. Two Dykes location. I'll show you when I get there. It's kind of random. Let's get some stamina back. Oh, there's some yaws. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and go in here real quick, and we'll just swim across and we'll grab some yaws. Nesoi minor nest. This area is all still being worked on. Like I said, it's not really finished. Just slowly adding stuff over here. Get some of these yaws. Take that. I'll take two of them. I did drop an air tank, but it'll be alright. I'm going to show you the only cave, I think, currently that's in the game. Let's see what's... Yeah, the Dyke of Two Lakes. And then there should be a rock face here that's called something. Or it used to be. Could be wrong. Oh, that's that spider. Remember, this is a totally different save, so I've already been here, done that. You come over here, and you get your stamina back up, and you just jump up onto that rock again. And there's a ship here. You can see how quickly you can eat through duct tape, and if you only had one roll, you'd be in trouble if you weren't careful. And I think in the future, it's probably going to make it where you don't have as much duct tape. So here we've got the ship, and some of these ships you can go inside the back and find things. Other ones there's not as much in. Sometimes up here there's some stuff. Like we've got boots here. We can pick these up, and then we'll put those on the outfit. And there's an extra battery. So we got weather module. We can take that. And then we'll go to gears and drop that in. We can bust this open, but yeah, it's 30 seconds. We'll bust it open. Probably nothing in there though. Oh, water and a weather module. I think I'm gonna grab that MRE. Alright, let's get out of here. So you can already hear the radiation. Because this is a different save, I don't have the AR skin, so I gotta be careful over here. This used to be a pretty damn radiated area. Not as bad now. We go to Lakeside Cave. You come down here, there's a burn barrel, and then there's a way in right here. And then if you come back in here far enough, there's a bed. You could sleep outside, but if you don't have the air, I don't recommend it. We'll sleep for 1 hour and see how much air that uses. A lot. Almost half our air. And that would just lead back over to where we were at the Big S and the Hideout. And then if you look back in here, I'll show you. There's a broken down robot that you can break into, but man, he takes a long time to get into. I think the break-in time on this one's like a couple hours or something. 3 hours, yeah. So as you can imagine, it's going to use a lot of your air. But it does give you a lot of scrap and things. Let's get out of here. So what we can do now is we can just jump off and put him across. He's got fish under here. No containers underwater yet that I know of in this area, at least. I'm just doing this to have to, don't worry about ripping my suit. I can just real quick swim across. So now we're gonna go to Shell Beach. Oh, there's a drone under here. You get materials from him too. Break him open. And then after Shell Beach, like I said, just the LD50 pass, Pier 3, and then Black Rock, Marsh Solitude, Marsh. And that's all in the same area. Black Rock, Marsh, Marsh Solitude. Marsh sits in Marsh Solitude, and Marsh Solitude sits right next to Black Rock. It's called Black Rock because there's a massive, big black rock there. Coming back this way. Well, we've got our yaws now, so I can make some yaws, and they shouldn't take that long to create. I could make a workbench, but yeah, we'll go up here to the we'll go up to the communication center workbench, and I'll make some yaws real quick. I've got enough air, we can make some yaws. Golden drops is what we're making, and they're good for getting rid of radiation. Obviously, all this stuff right now, it's not super needed, but it will be. Everything's Oh, there's some containers up here. You use this to make the golden drops. What else we got? The trauma pack in there. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. There's another air tank. I don't think we need that right now. Be alright. Let's just go over here. Alright, let's make some golden drops. So we go to the golden drops, and we have everything we need. Kitchen knife. 38 minutes and 10 seconds. I don't know if it actually made them or not. It didn't, it stopped us. Try again. And there we go. Golden drops have been made. There they are. And it gives you that plastic container to gold, and you take them. And currently we don't really have any radiation. But if we did, the golden drops would do the same thing basically as a hazmat pack. It's just being made. Kunai knife, I think takes 17 hours to make. Yeah, almost 18 hours actually. You don't want to make that outside. You want to find an indoor place. Here's a new type of backpack. This one carries 70. So be wary of doing this. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway, but just be wary of doing this. Go to your bags organizer. You can do it that way. And then select drop, and then click drop. And if you get lucky, it won't go through the ground. It went to the ground. Okay, so I lost all my equipment. Oh, there it is. Okay. Woo. That was close. And then we'll just transfer by the lot the items over, because this carries 50 something. And then now we're going to go over to Shell Beach, which is down at the end of this road. Let's see if we can go out this way. Yeah, it does take a while to get where you're going, but it doesn't take as long as it used to. Used to is really slow. But he increased your stamina by twice, so. Alright, let's get there. I would have thought about it. I would have made a save when I was over there at Central. We could have just gone straight from Shell back to Central and then down through the LD50 pass, but that's alright. We're nearly done. We're on the home stretch pretty much. After Shell Beach, there's only two more, technically two more locations. Well, three if you count the pass itself. Just out of stamina, man. Ugh. So you can go over there. I'll wait till the stamina recharges and we'll go over there. There's not anything over there. Not currently, anyway. You can probably go back in there to get a rip in your suit. I'm pretty sure you can probably get up there somehow. There's just not much back there. Yeah. I think all it is just a vantage point, basically, to see where you came from before. Getting some radiation back in here. Aaron, what are you doing back in here? Who was that? Who were they? You know, I don't think I've been back in here yet. Hopefully I don't accidentally find a bug. I have been back here, I think, actually. Yeah, I think I was back. Wait. No way. No way. It's a shortcut to Shell Beach. Yeah, that's all connected. Let me get out of here. Aaron Franco's Ravine. So for those of you guys who don't know, the guys that you're seeing in the game with places and stuff, like the names of the places and stuff, those are named after people that were Patreons for the game. And they've been a big contributing part to this game making it this far. Obviously, he couldn't have done it without them. So that's another thing is if you do play this and you do give money to the... I have a little fracture going on there. You can get your name added into the game. He's naming locations after people, certain things. Just depends on what you give and things like that. I just give my time in Playtest because I don't have any money for that. I'm trying my best to make sure that I find everything that's wrong so he can fix it and present it as an amazing game to the world. Okay guys, here we are at Shell Beach. This is usually my last stop at Shell Beach, but there's another place up there on top of the mountain from here that I will go to as well. We're going to go inside Shell Beach first. And then I'll probably just load the save instead of having to swim all the way across the pond. And there's a couple of air tanks here. That's just me screwing around. I haven't opened it yet. I will now though. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we can make whatever we were gonna make inside Shell Beach. Shell Beach has a couple different things. Arm guards. So they actually have a workbench indoors here. There's another place that has a workbench indoors too. But... So I advise you don't waste your air. Get to a place that has a workbench inside. And now you guys see that there's a shortcut to Shell Beach. So use that to your advantage, because otherwise you wouldn't have had that information. And we can charge coronations going on here. Yeah, I think air tanks are bugged. And I'm on the lot too. Whole stuff, the lot. There they are. Those are the two I just grabbed. Where's the one that's currently on me? It's not showing. Interesting. That's a new bug. We don't really need all this air because I'm not gonna go all that distance all the way back over there, but I am gonna at least show you guys Shell Beach. Bathroom. I don't really need to do all this because I'm gonna load a save. And of course back here we got the bed. So at Shell Beach you've got a bed, you've got lockers and stuff like the other places, but you also have a training bench and you've got an air charger. So if you get over here and you only have one air tank, you can charge that sucker up. And then, oh yeah, and you also have the workbench. So let's get out of here. I will go up the mountain now. So this area right here is pretty steep. It's kind of hard to get up. If you have a hard time getting up this and you just can't do it, and you try and you try and you try, and you still can't quite get up this, we'll wait until the stamina refills. Yeah, so you're trying to get up it and you jump and you just can't do it and you just keep sliding down. Don't worry about that. Go this way. Just like that. Yeah, it's called KLIROY, not Kilroy. But I think it's a play on Kilroy was here. It's an old-fashioned thing in the war. People used to write Kilroy was here. Now you see it kind of everywhere. I don't know that for a fact because I thought Hiraeth was a play on Hello World or High Earth. So the reason why I'm coming up here is because there's another robot up here I want to show you that you can get into for additional materials. There's some amanita mushrooms up here too. If you end up playing survival long enough where you run out of food, you can still survive on those mushrooms. And there's the robot right there. No point in going all the way back over to it. I think it takes like multiple hours. I can't remember. The whole point of it is going up there.
Low oxygen level. Check.
And so now I've showed you this side of the map. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load a save game. And we're going to go to the other side of the map. Main menu. And we'll just go to Pier 3. Now these are older saves, so if there's any bugs that I run into, these probably could have been patched over. So the first thing I'm going to do while we're here, this is Pier 3 by the way, and I'm going to show you how to get to Pier 3 through the LD50 pass so you know where we're at on this side of the map. And then you see the big black rock over there, that's Black Rock. Okay, so here's LD50 pass coming up. And if you remember right, when we went to...
Low oxygen level. Check the cylinder connection or replace it with a full one.
Oh shit. I didn't realize this save didn't have that much air on them. It's alright, not a big deal. I'm just going to show you guys the locations and we're going to be done. So I'm going to reload on stamina real quick. And I'm just going to run out to the other side of the LD50 pass so you know where we're at. There we go. Go away. Okay, so there's the comm center over there, you see? That's the comm center. Just remember, there's a green tree at the crossroad. And if you go down that road there, that's where we crashed at earlier when the game crashed. Let me just reload the stamina real quick. I wish there was like a cheat code command that I could just turn off needs and stamina and stuff like that, have max stamina so I could demonstrate this stuff, but unfortunately I have to play it real time. So this is Crossroads, and then like I said, down this road right there would have been Central Outpost. You follow down that road, that's Big S, there's the solar panels. You go around, and you go up that road, and there's Downshift, and then past Downshift there's Clarksfield, or Clark's Workbench, Comm Center, and then down there, past those smokestacks, there's Shell Beach over there. So now you know where we're at. So we'll go back through the LD50 pass. And when we come out on the other side of LD50 pass, there will be Pier 3. And you can go either way. You don't have to go that way down the road. You can come through here and just cut through this little area right here. And we'll get some more stamina before we run in there. And he may or may not attack. Alright, we're going. And I recommend sprinting through this, because you're taking a lot of radiation damage. And so there's Pier 3. And I'll go ahead and go down to Pier 3 because there's only one more place to go. We'll go out on Pier 3 and I'll show you what's cool about Pier 3. And I need to warn you guys, once you go up there and you get that backpack or the shotgun or whatever, and you come back out, don't come over here and jump on that. Something about that causes it to glitch out, and you'll either fall through the map or you'll be shot way up in the air, and it won't be good. So I recommend probably saving at Pier 3. I just happen to have this save game here because I tested here and I was finding bugs. Come down through this tunnel, and then we're going to get in a fight. I don't know if I have any ammo or not. Actually, he may be gone already, as I was testing in this area. Yeah, he's gone. Oh no, he's not. Oop. Oop. Let's make a run for it. Fuck it. Let's go. Alright. And so you can come up here and you can get shotgun ammo. Usually there's a shotgun here, but on this version that I had saved on, there's not. Just ignore my bleeding. I'm fine. Okay. Let's get out of here. No, you. No, you. Okay. You're safe. Whew. Now let me fix up all these problems that we've got here. If I can. That's all going away, and we still got something else there going on. What else is there? Probably lung damage. Which lung damage we can get rid of with the hazmat kit. I just don't want to wait on it. We got half our air, so we can probably make it over there in time. Let's just go ahead and get out of here. Sprint as quickly as possible. Cargo pickup point. And then, in order to get over there, you don't go toward the rock, you just come up this way, go up this incline. And, well, you'll see. Let me regen the stamina and we'll make a good mad dash for it. Like I said, over there, the doors with the red signs over them. Those are going to be entrances to some kind of something. I don't know. Let's see. So you just go up the incline, and you can go this way. I don't recommend going that way. It looks like there's a cave there. There's not. Ignore that. And then just come around this way. Even though I'm basically not hardly using the double sprint, it's using a ton of stamina. And this is Marsh. We'll just wait for a second. This is the last place. Here we are at Black Rock, Marsh Solitude. I'll go over to Black Rock so it discovers it. There we go. And then there's a little ship down there. Up here, there's a workbench, but this is not enclosed. So Take note of that. You can end up using a lot of air if you're outdoor using a bench. And then we'll come over here. There's an airlock for Marsh. Some air tanks. Got lucky there. And I think what we'll do is I'll go inside here, show you inside, grab an air tank, and we'll go full circle back to the spawn start, and it'll be game. That will be it. That'll be all the locations I've shown. There's the SMG. Go ahead and take that. Yeah, I will. What do I got in me? Oh, I got the rifle, so there's not all about that. Get the body stabilizer. This is where the ARS remedy is, like 99.9% of the time. This is another one. That's crampons. I'll go ahead and we'll just put this stuff on real quick, just to show you how it works and stuff. I don't need any of this stuff. We're fixing to leave, so I'll go ahead and grab that other armor I saw. And we'll go ahead and equip it. Alright, let's get out of here. Grab an air tank and get out of here. The only place that I didn't go inside of was the level 2 facility, and that's because I want you guys to explore that for yourselves. Let's just drop these. Grab one extra air tank, that's probably all we'll need. Let's get out of here. Oh, the visor was closed. And I'll go through and I'll timestamp all these locations. Everything you're seeing though is kind of subject to change, so it's not super exciting to do this video of all these locations because everything's so subject to change. But most of this stuff will probably stay the same, so. Now you know where all this stuff is at, and you can't miss anything. For here, there's a little burn can. You can cook a steak. I would have done that if our game hadn't crashed. I would have had a slug steak on me. So I'll show you the inside of the ship real quick. Again, there's some more amanita. Here's some stuff in the ship. Come up under here. Got some gloves there. We'll go ahead and don't really need that considering that we're done here. But okay, so we can't. We already had gloves. Let's just get out of here. Actually, let me go show you over here real fast, so you'll understand where we're at. So if you look down here, there's a pier there. They actually have some extra air tanks there. And then if you look way down there and over there, that all may look a little bit familiar to you, right? Because there's an the radio towers over there. That's because it is familiar, because that's where we came from. So what you can do, you can get down here without hurting yourself severely. Just come this way. Just come around the edge here. And out there, I've never really been out there, but I imagine there's probably not much because you can't get up there. So he doesn't have ladders in the water yet. So you're saying that there were some issues with it. There might be a ladder in the water. I can probably swim out there It'll take me a minute. Anyway, so we're at Coho Bay. And if you're going to get whatever you're going to get, you want to get it before you go in the water here. We'll let our stamina build. So basically, that is the resting place of Mr. Gliz over there. And that's spawn. That's where we actually started. I'll just go ahead and go over here to the pier, and I'll show you guys that you can actually get up here. It's a real pain, but if you're careful and you know what you're doing, you can get up here. Run straight on down. And okay, he changed it. There were air tanks. Okay, they're there. Yeah. So there's some air tanks, odds and ends, extra front bag there. So what I'll do is I'll show you that you can't actually get up here. So if you were to come swimming over here from spawn, you can't really get up here. You'll sit here for 20 minutes trying to jump around, and you just won't be able to get up there. But I figured it out. I figured out a way to get up here. If you come around this way, and it's a real pain. Like, it was really frustrating to figure this out. If you come around this way, and you swim up onto this rock right here, say right there, you gotta hit space to go up, right? So now we're out of the water. And we're basically standing on that. And you just run over here. Oops. Again, let me try this one. It's knocking me off the rock. So you go up here and then you hit space to swim to the surface. Okay. Try not to fall off of this. It's a pain. But you walk over here and then you just fall off the rock. See what I said? It was a pain in the ass to figure this one out. But you can get up here. I'll show you as soon as I can do it again myself. You have to kind of jump until you get up here. Last time. This may be different because it's a different save version. You may not be able to get up there now. So. You'll also be able to just like jump. When I say supposed to, I was able to. Just run this way and just jump. You know what? If I can't show you, I'll just forget it. I'll just skip it. I was able to get up here before. Just see how annoying that was? It's not going to let me up there. But yeah, you basically jump up there and you hold double shift as you jump across. And it will let you up there. But it takes a few minutes to try to get up there. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to go ahead and swim from Coho Bay. And we're just going to go back to spawn where we started. And we've come full circle. And I think to end it, I'll swim out there because I've never been out there. You guys will get to see real time what it's like out there. If we can even get out there, we may not be able to. It may just be blocked off. It might just be distant scenery. The helmet bobbing up and down is pretty annoying because you can't stay surfaced. You can't stay surfaced, but it's because the water's constantly moving. But yeah, I'll show you that this leads all the way back around to start. And I bet you it probably took 3 hours to do all of this, but it's because of that stupid crash. If we got getting a crash, like, you can visit all these locations in like an hour. You just have to bring. Okay, we should be coming up on the spawn point now. Okay, he's gonna have to fix that. There's an open area here that you can swim in. No. I don't want to do that. We're nearly there. It looked a lot closer because we're looking through the scope. Actually, no, it wouldn't look good. It just looks a lot closer. Oh. By the time you swim over here, it's quite the distance. And this is all irradiated, so you have to hurry up and get through here. Yeah. So that's the start ship there, coming up at the top of this ridge. The radiation's not that bad here. And there you can see the thing off in the distance, and this is the ship we started at, called Cav 7. Let's get our stamina back, and then I'll swim out there to end the video. As you can see, everything came full circle. This is the ship we came out of. This is the one with the sleeping pods in it. You can see them. This is where we started our game at. And then over there's Archeo. Let's just go ahead, if we got enough air. I'm going to swim out there and see what that's all about. And then that'll be the end of the video. So I've went to every location. The only place that I've never been in this game, like I said, is out there. So we'll go out there. Quite a high level of radiation. That's going to be a long swim. People out there. I think I have been out here once. I don't remember. It's been a while. Let's see. As you can see, as you get lower and lower, the dive meter goes up in number, the level of dive you're at. And it goes as you go up, the number drops. Like a depth gauge, so yeah, I don't think you can actually get up on that thing. I think it's just distant scenery. And we're just now starting to get a little bit warmer air blowing out of the computer. Just a little bit warmer. Not by much. Yeah, this is off the map. Yeah, I don't think you can go out there. Might be able to, I don't think so. I think it's going to end right here, and there's probably going to be a wall. There's no wall. Let's just keep swimming. This is all under development, so it's letting us go, so we're gonna swim out there. See how close we are. We're getting there. To poke your head up out of water, you have to hold spacebar and it'll take you to the surface. You gotta aim up though. Every time we do that, we slow down. Yeah, it's just floating. I don't think you can actually get up on that. I can't tell if we're getting any closer either. We are a little bit. It's a long swim. Man. See if we can double tap. Not really. I hear radiation going up. Yeah, it's all under development, so I think it's all just for looks. Probably won't be able to come out here later on. There's a ramp there. It looks like we might be able to. I don't see a ladder. So I'm guessing you would probably have to take a elevator to go up. And that elevator currently doesn't work. I'm gonna swim around this and go to the island and see if there's any way to get up on the rocks, and then at some point you'll probably be able to get in there. Uh-oh. Yeah, we fell off the map. Okay, that's game, guys. That's game. Don't go out here. Yep. And you'll just keep falling infinitely. There's nothing you can do to stop the fall. So don't go out there. Now you know. Alright, everybody. That's game. I went to every location and showed the inside of every facility that we currently have. And stay tuned. I'll be making a location guide soon at some point. And I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. And until next time, have a good one and peace out.